We've issued a KKTV 11 weather alert as we get into tonight ahead of more fire danger tomorrow. But first, I want to talk about those highs that we saw today. For your Saturday, Colorado Springs hit 86. Now that broke that previous record set back in 2023 of 82 degrees. Now Pueblo, we saw that same trend as we broke that record of 90 and we hit 93 this afternoon. Now, yes, we broke records, but also sitting well above those seasonal averages. Typically, Colorado Springs is sitting at 60 this time of year, and our low end of things also sitting well above what we're used to. Now, Pueblo, what we're typically used to is actually 66, but as we hit that 93-degree afternoon high, again, about 15, 20 degrees, even pushing higher than that for some of us across our eastern plains, above what we're used to for kind of that second week of April. Now, tonight we stay mild, 48 in Colorado Springs, 45 for Pueblo. Canyon City's even still sitting in those 50s for a low. Woodland Park just a dash cooler as we sit down in those 30s. Now, tomorrow, not much change across the board. Dare I say hot? Another hot day ahead of us. 76 for Colorado Springs, 84 for Pueblo. Denver, we will drop back down into the 60s, but overall across the board, a pretty warm, above average day ahead of us. Gusty as well. We're seeing those gusts up to even 40, 45 miles an hour for some of us. So almost a rinse and repeat of today. We're just not breaking any of those record highs. Monday, we're going to stay breezy as well, which I'll time out in just a few moments. Our relative humidity down in those single digits here in southern Colorado. And this kind of hand in hand with those warm temperatures, those gusty winds, which is exactly why we've got these red flag warnings active. Now, we had some today that expired at 9 p.m. Tomorrow, we get those again between 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. That just goes to show how gusty, how dry, how warm it's actually going to be outside. We'll notice that it's really only for southern El Paso County, as today we had that for the entire county, but we're still watching that pretty heavily through our higher elevations and our southernmost areas too. Now, I did mention Monday remains breezy. We'll continue to see those wind gusts up to maybe 30 miles an hour out there over southern Colorado. But the thing is, Monday, even Tuesday, will be cooler than what we saw today and what we're going to see tomorrow. We'll notice that here in our temperature trend. We cool off on our Monday back down into those 50s. Very seasonal day ahead of us after a front passes on through. But we've got a pretty steady warming trend throughout Tuesday, Wednesday, even drifting into our Thursday, back to sit well above those seasonal averages. Now, Friday, we do cool off just ever so slightly back down into those 50s, a little bit more seasonal, but it is still very dry out there. The weekend will stay fairly cool as well, but looking ahead, even for Pueblo and Canyon City, tomorrow we've got 80s. Monday we cool down ever so slightly, and even for Woodland Park, we can't rule out a stray shower or two for the start of the week. Blake.